Welcome to the Brunswick Group Therapy Podcast with Lucas and Kimberlee.
New player has entered the game. This is Lucas's wife, Erin. We have a cruise coming up and he needs to fit into that Speedo, so I'm giving away 2 free One Does It donut gift cards currently in his possession. There are 2 ways to win these gift cards. 1, somewhere hidden in this episode, an event occurs but isn't mentioned. You'll need to look closely, then comment on our YouTube page the time of the event in the video and what it was. First person to do this correctly receives one of those free dozen donuts from Donutland. Second, good old-fashioned caller number 9. Visit brunswickgrouptherapy.com and leave a voice message. If your message is number 9, you win. Thanks, Brunswick.
You comfy?
I'm comfy.
You settled in now?
Let's do it.
You ready?
Episode 6.
Oh, gosh.
Somethins Brewin in Brunswick.
Brewin, huh?
Yep. We're going to hear more about that in a little bit, but I think we all know what that is. Posts for the week in the group. You know you're from Brunswick if.
Da-da-da-da-da.
One of my favorite things was the Brunswick bingo card that one of the group members posted. Jennifer Michelle posted a bingo card with 24 squares of things you hear and see in our group. Car show updates. A lot of people are pretty upset about that.
Yeah.
How many posts there are. We're going to hear more about that later. A solution may have been found.
May, yes, definitely. What else is on there?
We got lost or found pets. We see that all the time. What was that boom? You're going to be hearing a lot more of that as we near 4th of July. Is your internet down? Chances are it is.
Breeze line.
How are you even listening to us? Husky Brigade. We still haven't seen them in a while. Can anyone recommend? We get a lot of recommendation posts. People want to know. Need painters and landscapers and whatnot. School levy. Donutland. Pizza shops, lost and found items, dollar stores, helicopters, road construction, beware of scams, nature photos.
She did a great job on that.
She did. She nailed every single one of those.
Good job. What is it?
Jen F.
Jen.
Yep.
Good job, Jennifer.
Here's another one I found really silly. Kirk posted that he got a new hot rod. He wrote, I have some bad news and some good news. The other day, I blowed up my monster truck trying to ramp it up to jump Towsley School before they tore it down. So he parked what he said was his new hot rod. It's a Mustang in front of Donutland.
That's a nice looking Mustang,
just wanted the whole group to know. So if you see Kurt driving around, make sure you give him a honk and a wave and use all 5 fingers.
It's not blue and there's no cheese on the window.
No. It's gray with 2 black stripes.
Yeah.
It's a sharp
nice looking car.
Yep.
Okay, so da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's go for it. Hopefully you've heard by now, there is a new car cruise-in location.
Mm-hmm.
We also want to specify it's a cruise-in, not a car show. There's a difference, evidently. I'm learning all these things. There's no trophies every week.
There's no trophies. You just come and look at cars.
Right.
Have fun.
Right.
Enjoy the...
So starting July 1st, the cruise-in will be at its new location. Thank you to the efforts of a lot of people behind the scenes in Brunswick City Schools for considering it and giving the A-OK. Going to give it a trial run over there behind Towsley, and that'll be there hopefully for the rest of the summer. So make sure you stop by. With that, we're going to give Fat Bob's gets first dibs on the food, so we make sure we still support them. Mm-hmm. But we may have some food trucks throughout the rest of the summer and stuff. So make sure you come back to the page and stay informed on that.
Some people asked about bathrooms.
It's kind of important, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. Yes. There will be restrooms available. Part of this process is that the cruise-in people had to get a little more organized. And so restrooms will be open at the school.
Wow.
But the cruising people will be paying for it. So you'll see some donation buckets out. If you could please just throw in a couple bucks, just like I said, liability insurance now and all that other stuff. There are some costs now associated for the organizers. So
Yeah, but a few bucks from everybody would clear that easy.
Easy peasy. I mean,
right.
really. So
There was a post. The city's under attack by temporary fencing. Some new fencing went up over in the Giant Eagle parking lot. That is not to stop the car show there. That's for Mission Barbecue and First Watch. I went over there today, was driving by, and they've actually started tearing up the parking lot.
wow.
So they're moving fast.
I can't believe there's any fencing left. I can't believe it wasn't, all used in Laurel Square.
All right. What else we got? This is a very important message. Donut Land's upcoming closing days and summer vacation. They'll be closing on the 3rd and 4th of July.
What?
Well, they close Mondays in the summertime. And then they're taking the 4th off for the holiday. And then they're also closing July 9th through July 20th. That is a long time.
That's a long time.
So
how are we supposed to go without apple fritters for that long?
Well, if you have any tips on how to freeze apple fritters, please reach out to us.
That's a good idea.
BrunswickGroupTherapy.com.
We're going to need therapy after
and
that.
I hope everybody gets this message and takes appropriate measures.
No, they'll still be asking
No.
15 times. Why is Donut Land closed? We'll just tell everyone they shut down.
Yeah.
They closed.
They're coming back.
We won't, Amanda. I'm just kidding.
Feel good posts. What do we got?
Oh my gosh. My favorite things this week. We've got several feel good posts. There was one returned license plate, which may not seem like a big deal, but the gentleman was extremely grateful. So, Steve Shellhammer, thank you very much, young man,
For returning
that plate to the owner.
Yeah. Posted it on the page. The owner saw it, or somebody saw it, and
Love that.
got it turned back in.
Love that when it works. What else we got?
The note to the homeowner. The gazebo in the front yard.
That was really cool.
Some random person, probably a neighbor, sent them a thank you card for improving their home and putting a deck and a gazebo on the front. It's a really nice card, and it didn't have a return address, so somebody took the time out of their day to say thanks for improving the neighborhood.
Yeah, that was really sweet. And also, Panera Pay It Forward is the first time a gentleman ever experienced a Pay It Forward event, and he was so excited that it was somebody I think he found out they worked at Herman's or did trivia at Herman's or something like that. Mm-hmm. So he's going to return the favor and go support the young man trivia night at Herman's.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We got, what did we do? Well, we went to Ignite Brewery for the VIP night.
We did.
Right. Had a ton of fun, and we recorded a little bit. And while we were there, we met a fellow podcaster, the Brewer of Seville, who said we could include some of his content. He was interviewing Ignite when we first got there.
Michael, one of the partners.
Yep. And Nick, the brewer. So let's go check that out. We'll come back.
Good morning, Brunswick. This is Taylor Petkovsek, Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Brunswick, here to share with you some of our Freedom Celebration events that we have planned for you this year. Monday, July 3rd, there will be a concert on the lawn at the Brunswick Recreation Center. Start time 7 p.m., featuring Funkology. Immediately following the concert will be the fireworks show at dusk. Brunswick Rec Center parking lot is the perfect place to see those fireworks. They are shot off right at the Brunswick High School. So I hope you come out and join us for that event. Wednesday, July 5th, family movie night on the lawn. That is also at the Recreation Center. 8 p.m. start time, featuring the movie The Sandlot. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. That event is sponsored by the Brunswick Police Department. They have this gigantic movie screen, and that's going to be a fun night. So bring your blankets or your lawn chairs and come out and join us for a movie night under the stars. And then Saturday, July 8th and Sunday, July 9th, the Lewis and Clark Circus will be in town. The circus will be held between the Brunswick High School and Brunswick Rec Center in that parking lot. Show times, Saturday, July 8th, 4:30 p.m. and 7 p.m., and Sunday, July 9th, 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. You can get your tickets for that at lewisandclarktickets.com. Hope to see everybody out for a few special family events, some family fun, freedom celebration activities. If you have any questions about any of those, you can find my contact information on the City of Brunswick website. Take care.
All right, we're at Ignite Brewing Company VIP night. I'm here with my wife, Erin, and podcast host, Kimberlee, my other wife. What are you drinking, Kimberlee?
It is called Peaches and Cream, and it's pretty delish. It's a beer.
It is pretty delish. And I am drinking, look at me, I'm Shandy D. And it is right up the right alley of a shandy. Definitely some summer sipping. Full tap menu you can see on their website, ignite.beer. Click on the Brunswick location. But first impression, looks like somewhere I could spend many nights at. What do you think?
I'm not a beer fan, but this is really good. And there's another fruit-infused one. So, yeah, I think we might be hanging out here a little bit. I see a food truck over there, so that's good stuff.
Can't wait to try some other things. Boy, that shandy went down really good. Went back to the bar and started double fisting because I couldn't decide. Now I'm drinking Ignite Prost. It's a Hefeweizen. It's got a little strawberry in it. Really good. And then we got the Mountain High Haze IPA. I'm not typically a IPA drinker, so I do like their menu selections outside of the IPAs, but they still do have 3 IPAs. I tried the light one here, the Mountain High. It's pretty good. I wonder what's next. All right, I just went up to the bar and got the Cherry Blonde. It's also very good. It's a fruit beer. The Mountain High Haze and the Hefeweizen Ignite Prost, they were also good. And I think I'm going to save the chocolate peanut butter stout for this Friday, the 30th, for the ribbon cutting. And we'll call it a night tonight. But what a great time. This patio is awesome. Can't wait to make this a summer, frequent summer location. All right, let's jump right into a few clips that the brewer of Seville provided to us when he interviewed Michael Chisnall, the big boss over at Brunswick Ignite Brewery, and Nick Law, the brewer, who's been brewing over 10 years, got his start at the Brew Kettle in Strongsville, working with their head brewer, Jack, then moved to Willoughby Brewing, then Market Garden, and finally landed at Ignite Brewing Company. Let's check out some of those clips.
This is not like you just opened a small satellite tap room. Like this is a very big tap room with a very big patio and a lot more potential and a kitchen. What goes into it, man?
A couple of things. So the first 2 things. Number one, capacity. Do we have enough capacity to keep both tap rooms happy?
Yes.
Number 2 is experience. Is our team in a good spot that we can replicate the experience of Barberton? Rochelle, our general manager, she's been named, best bartender in Greater Akron, last 3 years in a row. There's just an experience. There's a vibe when you walk in. It's welcoming. It's friendly, etc. We've got a tremendous person in Joey, who is going to be running the Brunswick shop up here. Rochelle's overseeing both locations.
Everybody cares.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, everybody cares.
Yeah.
It's just great.
Again, the product and the experience is fantastic. And, back to Nick's point on, hey, I want to go somewhere that I can bring a stroller and a dog. Right. I want to just chill out and have a beer and enjoy my afternoon or evening or whatever it is and just have a really good craft experience with the 16 beers on draft.
Yeah.
This is it.
So for beers to go here, you guys will have the cans, the pre-canned beer.
Yep.
Will you offer crowlers or anything like that as well?
Growlers.
You're still doing the same thing like that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you were talking about the Making Beer Make a Difference campaign. You do a different one every month, right? Like you have a different charity every month that you guys.
That's the target as we're continuing to mature that program. As every business owner listening can attest.
What is the one for now? So this is going to release tomorrow, the 24th of June. So we're kind of at the end of the month. But what is the 24th? This was the what?
So this was Lake Anna YMCA for June. For July, we're partnering with Access Women's Shelter in Greater Akron. They help a lot of people in need, and they do just a stellar job. Really would encourage you to check them out and see what they do. That team just does really good work for the community.
Well, let's drink this beer in the glass before we go to the break here. We got an American IPA, Ignite Your Adventure, I believe is what it's called.
Yes, sir.
It's got a very good aroma. I could smell it as soon as I moved it close to the microphone. It's got very citrusy, floral kind of notes to it.
Yeah, American IPAs are just you don't see them as much anymore. Like they were just kind of like one of my favorite, from back in the day. And I try to bring this one back. This is Ignite Your Adventure. So the backbone is I'm real big on like the carapils, honey, malt, used in that to give it a higher ABV or higher starting gravity.
Yeah,
and just aggressively hopped with Mosaic Citra Blend. That's the only two that are in it. So
it's
tried and true, yeah.
But it's not super bitter or anything. Like
no.
You're listening to The Brewer of Seville, Season 4, Episode 22. You can hear the full 1 hour and 30-minute interview wherever you listen to podcasts, and you can follow him on Facebook or Instagram at The Brewer of Seville or thebrewerofseville.com. I want to thank him for allowing us to include his content in our episode today.
I am here in Brunswick, Ohio at the Ignite Brewing Company, and this is their newest location. I'm with Michael and Nick, and we got another beer in the glass, guys. Let's talk about this one. It is Staycation Sunset, a pineapple tangerine goza. It's definitely a sour. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, the pH got real low on this one. This is my favorite label of all the beers that we can. If you pick up a can, it's just kind of like a throwback to like the early pandemic days. I think it's just a backyard and a kiddie pool and a hammock, and it's just it looks like my backyard. It's like even like a shout out to like the cold water in the kiddie pool, which I think every parent like knows about. But yeah, it's a kettle sour. Didn't have a whole lot of experience with those. I think I made one at Willoughby my whole time I was there, and it wasn't fruited. It was just a straight goza. So this is that along that style. I'm real big on the salt when it comes to a goza. Like I love to taste the salt. So I kind of went overboard on that one, and you definitely probably got that on your first sip.
Yeah, for sure.
It's got pineapple.
And then August is going to be fun. So speaking of fruit and brewing, we're going to be brewing on the 7th of July, I believe it is, with the board of Stewart's Caring Place. Ignite Hope. It's our strawberry rhubarb blonde ale that we're going to be doing. So that beer it's a great beer. One of my absolute favorite beers that we make.
I've never liked rhubarb.
Neither have I. And this beer has made me say, all right, I need to reconsider.
I'll have to try it because, I've had people say, oh man, rhubarb pie is so great. Strawberry rhubarb pie. And I'm like, I don't know. It's got this bitterness to it that I don't really. I don't
think I've ever had it.
No,
to be honest with you, I don't know what it even looks like.
Strawberry rhubarb and key lime pie are the two pies that I just can't.
Yeah,
I can't get into.
Yeah.
I could drink it. I could drink it.
Come August, come August, you got to try it. And
not eating it.
Yeah. So Stewart's Caring Place is. Again, they help people through their cancer journey, and really special place, really special facility, and some really great people in the community doing some even better things. So we're super excited about brewing that beer with them and getting some money raised to help out their efforts. So.
All right, Brunswick, I want to thank the Brewer of Seville again for providing that content. I think it was very wise of us to leave the beer talk to the expert. If you want to check out a full-length interview with them where they get into much more depth about brewing and beers and all that great stuff, check out him wherever the Brewer of Seville is distributed or through Facebook or Instagram. And we're coming back right now after this. All right, some great beers, a great location. I hope everybody checks it out. The ribbon cutting is tonight, which if you're listening on the day we released this, it's Friday, the 30th of June. I believe it said 6 o'clock. I believe it said it starts at 3 p.m. When they open for the public. Check their Facebook page or their website, ignite.beer. And then Saturday, July 1st, is Ignite's grand opening party as well. So make sure you check them out this weekend. I'd love to see Brunswick just go nuts with this like they did with Ohio Pie. Remember when we sold out Ohio Pie in like 4 or 5 hours? He called us maniacs.
Yeah. There's like, 12 beers on tap there?
16.
Oh, 16.
All made by them.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. The one I had was pretty good. And it's actually one of the largest patios I've seen.
Of all
ever.
the breweries I'd like to see in Brunswick, Ignite was right on the top of that list.
Good.
So, good stuff. There's a lot going on in that building. You know, they got the courthouse is what it's called. They got Extreme Ninja Warrior courses, Lumberjack Alley axe throwing. Me and my wife Erin tried that on VIP night.
No one was injured in the making of that.
It's crazy. You know, drinking craft beer and throwing axes. Goes together so well. But the unique thing about that axe throwing is they project a hologram on the wood on the wall where you're shooting. Mm-hmm. And then there's a computer that you keep score with. So there's different games like Candy Crush, Tic-Tac-Toe, Blackjack.
I should have went down there, but I don't know. Throwing an axe after having a beer is just probably not my good thing for me.
You know, they go through a little safety regulations first. Stay behind here. Nobody else goes near you. Don't hand the axe to each other. You know, put it in this box and the other person will pick it up. So
you drank too much. You go in this one over here. You're solo in that one.
All right, what do we got? Let's talk about St. Mark's Shining Light Men's Clothing Drive. There's still a need for men's clothing for the homeless ministry that they support in Ohio City. The homeless shelter is out of or low on the following items. New socks and underwear, gently used men clothing, no winter clothes. They're not ready for that right now. Tennis shoes and slip-on shoes would be appreciated, and windbreakers or light jackets. That can be dropped off now through July 9th at St. Mark's at the corner of 303 and North Carpenter. During church hours or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 a.m. till 2:30 p.m.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about some of the upcoming events this weekend and beyond.
There's a lot going on, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
The Van Halen Tribute Band at Mapleside tonight, 6 o'clock. Tickets are only $10 at the gate. This is part of their concerts over the Valley Summer Series, so get there early would be my suggestion.
My favorite local cover band checking in at Backyard Patio for the first time, Sweet Chin, tonight, Friday the 30th at 8 p.m. This is the bar that's on Pearl Road, just south of Laurel. Has that backyard that patio in the back. If you like cover bands, you'll love Sweet Chin. I promise you that.
You going? Maybe?
Not this time.
Aw.
But I believe I'm going to go see him the following weekend on the 8th.
Got it. Acoustic music at the Grounded Bean tonight at 6:30 p.m. To 9:30 p.m. I think that's great when they're open in the evening. That's exciting. And they have another dinner coming up, too, I think I saw.
Yeah.
So make sure you check out their Facebook page.
And they said they'll have some bites to eat and stuff there, too. So
Great.
Third Monkey at Niners, Saturday, July 1st at 6 p.m. And we have some things a little farther out. What do we got?
Yeah, we want to put some things on your calendar so to make sure that you participate or know that they're coming up, I should say. Near and dear to my heart, Cindy Kellum and I started this 6 years ago. This will be our 6th one. This is Stuff the Bus, Sunday, July 22nd from 11 to 2. This year we decided to put the bus right where we normally take it at Holy Trinity Lutheran School. So all donations are kept local. There's a list of items needed. We also have drop-off locations: El Taco Loco, Fair Trade, Great Scots, MDG Flooring in Medina, Niners Diner, and Key Profits are all pre-event drop-off locations. So if you can't make it out on the 22nd from 11 to 2, but make sure that's on your calendar. Also want to give a shout out to Bounce House near me, who will have a bounce house there. They donated that, so we're kind of excited to be partnering with them. And let's see, what else we got? Trike and Bike, it says?
Yeah, Trike and Bike. September 15th at 6 p.m. Starting in Brunswick. You can check out trikeandbike.org and click on events to see what that ride's all about for pediatric cancer research. So you mark your calendars for that Friday, September 15th. It actually starts at the Brunswick High School and goes from there. We got the Bookmobile, Brunswick on Fridays through August 11th. The Brunswick Bookmobile stops at Hickory Ridge, Applewood, Kidder, and Memorial every Friday until August 11th, starting at 9:30 to 2:30. Throughout the day, they move from one school to another.
Ah, cool.
So you can pick up your summer reading. What are we, halfway through summer?
Shush.
For kids?
Don't even say that.
When do they go back?
Don't even say that either.
Does seem like it's
What are you wishing you're wishing your 2 went back already? Is that what you're doing?
No. And one last thing, Brunswick Rugby Summer Camp for grades kindergarten through 9th, boys and girls, will be on July 10th, 11th, and 13th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Brunswick Middle School Stadium. It's only $25. You do not have to have experience, and you get a free T-shirt. So if you're just looking to get out and learn a sport or do something new or get active or make some friends, you can check them out at brunswickrugbyclub.com.
Yeah, the Brunswick Valkyries is the name of the group, and they Coach Prater does a great job with that team. Like you said, check it out. We also want to wrap this up by saying we hope you guys have a safe and wonderful holiday. Thanks for listening to us again. Episode number 6 on the books, Somethins Brewin in Brunswick. Hope you enjoyed it. We want to hear from you, though. Leave your comments about what you would like to hear. If you're a business, brick and mortar business, and would like to be on the show, please let us know. What else you got? Anything else?
Yeah. Hope to see everybody this Friday at Ignite. I'll be sporting my new shirt that we got from Key Profit.
That's right. How could we forget that?
He designed us a wonderful T-shirt.
They're amazing. Hopefully you're looking at a picture of it right now. Yeah. So thanks to David Key Profits for those shirts. And look for Lucas. Come say hi.
Bye, Brunswick. As always, I want to thank you for checking out the Brunswick Group Therapy podcast and for supporting local Brunswick area businesses. If you enjoyed your time, please check us out online at brunswickgrouptherapy.com, where you can continue the conversation with a voice message that may be featured on future podcast episodes or posts. You can also follow us on our Brunswick Group Therapy social media pages on both YouTube and Facebook. If you own or manage an area business and would like to be featured in an upcoming Brunswick Group Therapy podcast, please reach out to Kimberlee or I through any of our social media pages. We are passionate about supporting local, and it's the reason for this podcast.
Thank you for joining us for another therapy session. A reminder that the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program are solely those of the participants and do not represent any business, group, employer, or organization. The material and information presented here is for general information and entertainment purposes only.